India's stunning geographical diversity includes the majestic Himalayas, fast-moving rivers and waterfalls, rich and verdant forests, a long coastline, and shifting sand dunes. At the same time, growth in population, unplanned urbanization, structural frailties, and the geoclimatic conditions have made India susceptible to all kinds of disasters. According to the Global Assessment Report 2015 of UNISDR, India is the third most disaster-prone country in the world.
So based on this reality, we are making ourselves strong enough to respond to any kind of disaster which strikes our country every now and then. For that, we have geared up from the grassroots level to the policy level. And we are happy that the international community is recognizing India as a champion country in terms of our response.
To reduce the impact of disasters and to encourage all stakeholders to participate in reducing risks, rigorous training programs are being undertaken at the national, state, and district level. To strengthen preparedness, community-based disaster risk management programs, regular exercises, and mock drills are being conducted in remote and high-risk areas across the country. Schools and hospitals are being retrofitted and evacuation plans are being put in place. Programs like the National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project, School Safety Program, strengthening of fire and emergency services, and revamping of civil defense are being implemented to build capacities and make infrastructure disaster resilient. The effort is to make disaster management everybody's business.
There is a clear need to move away from managing disasters to building resilience, and that requires working with all parts of society, the government, the private sector, the civil society organizations, the academic institutions. And this work has to be done across sectors, in urban development, in water resources management, in agriculture, in education, in health systems. Only then we will be able to position disaster risk management as a core development issue.
The paradigm shift in India's approach to disaster took place after the 2001 giant Gujarat earthquake that caused immense loss of lives and property. The efforts towards reconstruction are worthy of emulation.
The Gujarat earthquake reconstruction program has been one of the most influential post-disaster recovery initiative in recent times. It has served as a model for other disasters. A legal framework in terms of the Gujarat State Disaster Management Act was the first in the country. There was also a new and effective institutional structure. All these influenced our efforts at the national level and also at the international level.
In the year 2003, the National Institute of Disaster Management was formed. 2005 was the watershed year. It saw the adoption of the Yoga Framework for Action, the promulgation of the Disaster Management Act, and the setting up of the National Disaster Management Authority. In 2006, the National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, was constituted. Its 12 battalions, strategically stationed across the country, respond speedily to natural as well as human-induced disasters. India's disaster response and early warning system complements its rapid advance in ICT, the state-of-the-art satellite technology, radar technology, supercomputers, and remote sensing techniques for weather forecasting enable dissemination of information in real time. India took a leadership role in the region by organizing the first South Asian Annual Disaster Management Exercise SADMEX in 2015 for over 80 disaster managers from SAARC countries. The BRICS Conference on Disaster Management was hosted in Udaipur in August 2016. To give shape to the implementation and monitoring of the Sendai framework in Asia, the Asian Ministerial Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction was organized in Delhi in November 2016. Committed to enhance international and regional cooperation, India launched the South Asia Satellite on the 5th of May 2017. It will provide communication, disaster support and connectivity in the region.
This is first of its kind project in South Asia. And through this project, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka and India will together achieve better governance, more predictable weather forecasting and efficient resource mapping, linking people with top-end medical services through telemedicine and a quick response to natural disasters.
From Fukushima to Fiji, India has responded with speed to help other countries in the time of disaster. India's response to the earthquake in Nepal is an example of regional cooperation in disaster rescue and relief. Managing disasters is now necessarily a collaborative exercise. The time has come for all stakeholders, from government to civil society, to join hands and work together to build a resilient India. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has a vision to energize India's efforts in disaster risk reduction.
Let me outline a 10-point agenda for renewing our efforts toward disaster risk reduction.
All development sectors must imbibe the principles of disaster risk management. The Housing for All in Smart Cities program generates new knowledge opportunities for hazard risk assessment and for integrating disaster-resilient technologies to reduce risks. Work towards risk coverage for all, from poor households to SMEs, multinational corporations to nation-states. Financial inclusion, particularly the Jan Dhan Yojana, Suraksha Bima Yojana and the Fasal Bima Yojana is a step in this direction. Encourage greater involvement and leadership of women in disaster risk management. Women need to be trained as volunteers, engineers, masons and building artisans to support reconstruction and in livelihood recovery. Invest in risk mapping globally. Zones prone to risks and hazards need to be accurately mapped. Leverage technology to enhance the efficiency of disaster risk management efforts. An e-platform should be developed to facilitate exchange of ideas, expertise, technology and resources to maximize India's collective impact. Develop a global network of universities to work on disaster issues. Utilize the opportunities provided by social media and mobile technologies to transform disaster response. New apps for disaster risk management need to be developed. Build on local capacity and initiative. Communities' capacities need to be built to identify local risk reduction measures and create opportunities for local development. Ensure that the opportunity to learn from a disaster is not wasted. A visual system of learning needs to be created at the national and international level. Bring about greater cohesion in international response to disasters. Post-disaster relief should be channelized under one umbrella to build collective strength and solidarity.
आपदा प्रबंधन हमारी सरकार की प्राथमिकता है। हम इसकी पूरी साइकिल तैयारी से शुरू करके रिस्पांस, रिकवरी और रिस्क रिडक्शन पर ध्यान दे रहे हैं। NPDRR सभी पार्टनर के अनुभवों को बांटने, एक दूसरे से सीखने और आपदा के मुद्दों पर समाज के सभी वर्गों की क्षमताओं को इकट्ठा करने का यह एक अनूठा मंच है।
आपदा प्रबंधन महाविचार, पूरा भारत भागीदार।